Who gives a shit what its temperature is? Like, think it through. Think it through, right? And then if you think it through, it makes sense.
Calm the patient.
But the problem is, you just gotta be calm.
Why
You
only
guys
one
you have
copy?
you have to understand. They don't, you know what, you guys understand this. They don't want us to fail. It makes them look up.
Yeah.
They don't want us to fail. And if there's certain things
Why
that
not
we might
enough?
be lacking, they're gonna
Photocopy nila natin nakakaya
They're
babae
gonna
naman
say,
dito.
okay, well, you did the abdominal assessment. Okay, so if you bypass it, say, okay, well, you know, back to the abdominal assessment. Is there anything that you would be looking for? Like, they're gonna be coaxing you along. You know, so I don't think I'd be totally free. They don't want us to
When we're
fail
done.
because it makes them look bad. And if we fail, they don't get funding.
Okay.
Can you close the door?
Holy smokes.
We're gonna go now?
That is a great shirt to wear on a Saturday morning.
What do you mean?
Because it,
Yellow?
this is because it's alive and it keeps you awake. You know, this is the worst thing that you can do for kids. Yellow is a very awakening color.
Yeah.
You don't want yellow in a kid's room. You don't. Everyone puts in a baby yellow. You don't
Yeah,
want
yeah.
it. It keeps you up.
Have you noticed when I'm so depressed, I wear very colorful clothes? Did you notice that?
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't
depressed
notice
right
when
now.
you're depressed though.
No, no, no. No, no, I'm not.
JC, you're always hyper.
Because I have ADD.
Yeah, I know you have
that's
ADD.
right.
Attention. Yeah, that's
You
true.
never know that?
Yeah, I know.
How did you know?
Because
you're all
I just
over
can tell, but
you're like
I'm
my
not.
husband.
It's
I know
not
my husband
confirmed to
is
me.
too.
Yeah.
I have ADD.
Like I could be in the car with my husband.
But I don't want
Say
anyone
we're
to know
going
it.
Walmart.
See?
Next thing
I
you
know. We don't
oh,
need
I
to
will
tell you.
first.
I will.
Whatever. No, you know, I just want to go to Walmart.
JC, what is that?
Will you make up your
ADD.
Attention deficit.
Attention
syndrome.
You can notice it that he goes all around in the classroom and
Marla, thank you.
attention focus.
Thank you so much, Marla.
I photocopied your. What did I do? I didn't do anything.
Here, here.
Marla's so ready. Marla.
We say thank you to everybody.
Why?
Thank you.
Are you noticing it?
But I'm not
When
ready.
was
I
that?
only prepared one case study.
When was that? When was that?
I noticed that you're always
Hey guys, this question. I want to tell something. I had the meeting with the faculty the other time because they asked me to go there because one of our classmates keeps on yapping and yapping, complaining about me. So I was brought up to the faculty, and they don't have complaint with me. They said
As an infection, they might develop cellulitis, right? An infection of the subcutaneous tissue, infection of the adipose tissue. So we're not just assessing infection for the site, but an infection in the womb. And the last one you have there is fluid overload. Signs and symptoms of that. Sorry, ma'am? Edema. Where would we see that? In fluid overload, where would we see that edema? Yeah,
Lower
in
part.
the most dependent lowest limbs, right? Absolutely. So legs, ankles, feet. Okay. Where else? Yeah, if they're really
respiratory rate.
they're really overloaded, we might be seeing them, they're short of breath. We might be hearing crackles on auscultation.
Respiratory rate.
What would happen respiratory rate?
In case fluid overload is gonna be rapid.
Good, it'll be increased.
Yeah.
So the respiratory rate is because their lungs are now filling with fluid. The body's working harder to get that oxygen in, right? Oxygenation.
Mhm.
What else?
Blood pressure.
Yeah, the VP.
Increase in heart rate. Yeah.
LOC.
Okay. How would that change?
In fluid overload.
Yeah, how would that change?
Yeah.
Okay, that's in abs. If they're completely drowning, like we're talking, if they're, we might need CPR. If they're hypoxic due to fluid overload, let's call for respiratory arrest because they're halfway out that hole ready to happen. That's in super extreme cases like drowning. Sure.
Would there be any seepage?
What do you mean? Seepage in your basement? Where? I'm not sure what this person is. When you see that, if you see that, when you see that, it's usually because there's liver failure happening. There's not enough protein or albumin in the system to keep the fluid in the cells or in the circulating system. So usually it's with people with gross edema, liver failure, that they'll literally see, and it's serous fluid. It's a yellowish fluid. It's straw-colored fluid that's seeping from their skin. Not just due to fluid overload. That's due to a whole other underlying problem. Yeah. So let's recap. So far, for fluid overload, we said we would see dependent edema, right? Edema in the lower extremities. We would see possibly increase in heart rate as their lungs fill. We would see increase in respirations for the same reason. We may auscultate crackles. What are other signs of fluid overload?
Increased blood pressure.
We already said dyspnea, shortness of breath.
Increased ICP.
Sorry? I'm not
Alam ko.
understanding. But so what are the signs and symptoms of shock? Cold and clammy. What happens to your blood pressure? Drops. When you see that in fluid overload? Okay, in fluid overload, we see increase in blood pressure. It means that there's so much fluid, either in the tissues or circulating, that the pressure is building up in the body. There's no place to put it. So, one second.
Sure.
So increased blood pressure is another sign of fluid overload.
How about the intracranial pressure, the ICP? If there's a fluid overload.
You know what? In children.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, then I want you to specify rather than,
Okay.
yeah, in children, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
In infants, yes, there's no place for this extra fluid to go. So in babies, you'll see bulging fontanelles,
Mm-hmm.
opening like skull sutures, because, right, there is no place for this fluid to go and they're quick malleable.
Mm-hmm.
You might see changes in kids when they're really fluid overloaded because they don't have a lot of room. They're little wee bodies, right? There's a little bit, they don't have a lot of room to spare of depleted circulation or over.
Growth and development, same as the others.
Growth and development, rather. Growth and development, GMD.
Yeah.
Put down, I'm gonna say encourage, promote independence.
Yeah, same.
Independence. You know, the other thing that
What
you,
is it? Breathing exercise for her or for him?
Yeah, so
Okay.
encourage for the breathing exercise.
consultations, okay, promote deep breathing and coughing. Is it deep
Yeah.
breathing and coughing for COPD?
Exercises.
Just the
Deep breathing.
exercise.
Promote
Deep breathing.
independence, patient education. Patient education on breathing techniques.
Yeah.
Patient education on breathing techniques. Like pursed lip breathing,
Pursed
right?
lip
To try and blow all the
Yeah.
CO2 out.
Yeah.
Promote independence, patient education on breathing techniques. Family and community support.
Yeah.
Family and community support. So, I mean, the guy could get Meals on Wheels or whatever,
Yeah.
family and community support. He may get a bed that specializes like in raising the head of the bed up at nighttime, or he might prefer to sleep like in a lazy boy armchair because he'll be up.
Sleep in a comfortable
You know,
position.
yeah, like, you know what I mean? Whatever. Like, is that it? Okay. One
And then maybe Dr. will go.
See, like, I know everything, but I don't really have it all written. Like, I'm not, the only plan of care that I'm doing is I'm
But if
writing
it's
it on that
in your
page.
head, then that's bit.
But I'm not
better,
writing
you know?
out, I'm not going to write out good
Yeah.
morning, check
Oh,
for
yeah.
safety.
She's ready. Marla's ready.
You think so?
Yeah.
You know everything, you know, you just continuously say.
You know what I find with me in nursing?
Yeah.
I need to understand it. If I understand it, it makes sense.
Yeah.
That's why, like the other day, like when I was,
Thank you.
I had the short breath.
Oh,
Thank you.
Jonathan was like, okay, well, what do you do? I'm like, okay, he goes, well, what do I do? I go, well, I'm short of breath, so I'm going to go. Because what do I do? And I said, well, check my IQ stats. And then I go, well, and then the next thing he wanted to do was to take my temperature. And I'm like, why do you want to take my temperature? I can't fucking breathe.